What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast, episode 273. My name is Harrison, and I'm joined by my brother Nick. As always, Nick, how are you doing on this?
It's Bonanza time, baby.
It's Bonanza time, baby. It's been a good week.
I'm doing great. Yeah, it's been a lot of Donkey Kong this week and a little bit this weekend. I've been having a blast with it. I've never done this before, but Wednesday of last week, I set up a Nintendo Japan eShop account so I could play the game.
I was so jealous. And I didn't text you because I didn't want to.
You didn't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear anything.
You don't want to involve yourself in my fun.
I did play it at midnight on Wednesday, or Thursday. I played for maybe like 40 minutes, and then I went to bed, and then played throughout the day on Thursday. But let's just dive into it. Let's talk some Bonanza.
And for future reference, it only took me like 20 minutes to set up a Japanese eShop account, and then you just have to buy a like Japan specific eShop code.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I think you can do that for like every major Nintendo release, so you can play it on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sweet. But yeah, let's dive into Bonanza. I'm excited. I've played this for like 20 hours so far. Harrison, you're 10 hours plus into it.
Yeah, probably closer on the 15-hour side.
Okay.
So I'm so for reference, I guess I think I'm on sub layer 700 maybe.
Okay.
I've got the third. I guess I don't want to spoil. Well, it's in the trailer. I've got the ostrich transformation. So I'm still working. I've been kind of just slowly taking my time with this game. Like I'll get to like the major story beat of a specific layer, basically to the point where you can drop down into the next one, and then I go back and clean up all the bananas, the fossils. I think that's it, right? Banana fossils. And there's like multiple different kinds of fossils too. Clean all that stuff up and then move on. I am having a blast with this game. It's
pure fun.
Yeah, it is one. I said the beginning of the show, but or before we went live, but this may be at the end of the day, this could potentially be my favorite Nintendo platformer. I think Mario Odyssey definitely still above it, but we'll see how I'm feeling towards the end. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, definitely too early to tell. Neither of us have finished it, but from what I've heard, like I haven't heard any spoilers or anything, but I've just heard that the ending of this game is phenomenal. And
okay. That's exciting to hear.
Yeah, I'm pretty deep into the game. I won't say what layer I'm on, just so I don't reveal how many like layers there are. Okay. But I'm like nearing like I think I can see the end of the game in sight, and each layer has just gotten better, and they've introduced new mechanics and the other transformations that they didn't show in the direct. Those are really cool, and those kind of change the way you play.
Interesting.
You play Bonanza, so I think everything in this game is excellent, from the collectibles to the actual gameplay itself. Smashing through things, like it's just so cathartic.
Yep,
it's satisfying. It feels good. It runs pretty well, I would say. Like I've had a couple of frame drops. There are a few areas that actually just one notable area that's like caused significant frame drops, but otherwise it's been really smooth. And that's saying a lot with how many particles there are on the screen at once when you're breaking all of the stuff around you. So I'm so impressed with this game. I'm kind of on the same page as you, where right now it's like Odyssey level in terms of quality, and it could go beyond that after the end of the game, and after I go back and clean up the rest of the collectibles, because I 100%ed the first 3 areas, and from there I've been doing like 50 to 70% of the bananas and the fossils.
Yeah, as long as you're just kind of clapping your way, because you like in the game, like you clap your hands and it does like a sonar kind of thing, and you can see highlights of the collectibles and bananas and stuff like that. So that's a super cool feature. But yeah, as long as you're just kind of doing that while you're just going through the main story, I mean, you can really hit a lot. And it's just one of those games where it's like literally you clap your hands and you're like, oh, and then you're just like
it's like rabbit hole
off the beaten path. Yeah, it's something that I really, really needed in gaming wise. Like it's something that I haven't had in a long time as far as like platformers go. And then just actually enjoying the collectibles and not just doing it for the sake of doing it. Like it's actually fun trying to figure out where these collectibles are. And sometimes like it doesn't even like hit my brain yet where I'll see a banana like, you know, on the another side of like a waterfall or something, and there's like lava or ice or something that you can't get into because like the frozen water,
yeah,
it'll damage you. And I'm like, oh, how do I get over there? And I was like, oh wait, just punch through the wall and go around. And then there's
the own path.
Like I've sequence braked a couple of areas where I'm like, I don't know if I should have done that. And then there was like one specific, and tell me if you've done this one. There's in one of the levels, there's this floating island, and there's a banana up there. There's not really a way I could tell to get there, so I just picked up snow and just made a bridge, like to the floating island.
Dang. Okay.
That's the correct way. I don't know if there was another. I don't know if there's like a canyon, like a cannon or something that you were supposed to, or a barrel that would shoot you up there. I don't know if that was the right way, but it felt really.
But it worked.
Good. Yeah, whenever, because at first, like there was, because also on top of this area, there's one of the explosion, like the purple explosion things, and I was picking that up and kind of throwing it at it, trying to see if like maybe if I destroy the island enough, it'll drop the banana. And that wasn't the case. The banana was actually just floating in the middle of the air on this island. So I was like, okay, well, I don't think I can do it this way. And then I just was like, well, let me just see a bridge, and it worked. And I got up there, and it was super satisfying.
And that's kind of like the Tears of the Kingdom inspiration,
yes.
Where you can. There's the intended way, but there's no wrong way to solve any of these puzzles, and that's what makes this game so much fun. Is like you could, from my knowledge, you can 100% any level from the moment you're in it, right? Like it's not, none of the bananas are gated off, and you need other transformations to get them. Like you can get them all the first time you're in the level, but if you come back with transformations, it can make getting some of those bananas.
Yeah, and I think the levels that some levels like that specific transformation you get within that level, I think you may need those. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure or convinced. You may be able to kind of break the sequence and get around it potentially. So I mean, like you said, like comparing it to like Tears of the Kingdom, like it's definitely not Tears of the Kingdom in that like you're building stuff, but it feels like you can tackle anything, any puzzle, collect any banana in any kind of way that you want to. And that's definitely the case in Tears, when you can kind of create all the zone eye stuff, and defeat enemies and whatever, and traverse the environment. But so yeah, it just feels like a blend of like Mario, a little bit of like the exploration in Tears of the Kingdom, and then just Donkey Kong. Like it feels,
in my eyes.
And like you've played a little bit of Tropical Freeze, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like I think I've maybe played the demo for Tropical Freeze. I've never really touched a Donkey Kong game before, so this is like my first, diving into this franchise. And I know that's pretty different than all the other games. So I don't really know much of like the lore, if there is much, or like all the characters that are in the game. But man, I've just been blown away by this game.
Yeah, it's hitting on all fronts. Like it's kind of like you said, it's the antithesis of Tears of the Kingdom, where in Tears you're building stuff to get somewhere. In Donkey Kong, you're just breaking stuff to get somewhere, or to get through something, to get a banana. Or
one of my favorite things in Tears was just going down into the depths and just spending hours, just lighting the path and trying to get everything in the depths. And that I'm getting that same vibe with Donkey Kong, where most of the time I'm like, I don't even want to advance the story. I just kind of want to just
see what's here.
Just punch my way around, figure it out, get all the collectibles. And then I love this game where it's also, you go to the shop and you can purchase like the map or map for the fossil, map for the banana. But also if you throw on like the one of the piece of clothing, it'll increase your odds of finding a treasure chest whenever you're just punching through, because all that stuff is just it's just random. A lot of times it'll be like gold, but sometimes it'll be maps, and then it'll automatically highlight it for you on the map itself. And then you just hold down L to do Pauline Sing, and then you can kind of see all the ones that are already listed on there. Yeah, man, it's just they did such a good job with making it feasible for you to be able to actually collect all this stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot of collectibles in this
There's
game.
a ton. I mean,
but it's fun.
I think I've collected over 600 bananas at this point.
Yeah, I'm probably at around 400, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to collect. None of it, I say none of it. It's not required to go through it and do this collectathon. You could probably mainline the story in under 10 hours, but
yeah, I mean, the combat itself it's super simple. Like,
yeah,
I mean, but none of the boss fights are particularly like super great. I mean, they're fun, but they're not challenging in any sort of way.
They're really short.
I mean, again, kind of like Mario Odyssey. We're going to compare this a lot to Odyssey because it's it's this part of the same team, right? I don't think it's the full team.
I mean, it's the Odyssey team. We just don't know who exactly on the team is.
So yeah, nothing super challenging about this game yet. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some sort of more challenging levels or challenge
game, something like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Typically, that stuff is usually in post game for Mario games, anyways. But yeah, just the exploration is so fun.
Do you have any negatives? Do you have anything that you're not liking about the game? I know you said boss fights are a little on the easy side.
Yeah, and I don't even care. Like, I see people complaining about that online, and I'm like, y'all just y'all just need something to nitpick about this game. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. It needs
to be Dark Souls or
like I am totally. I've in the past with Mario games, I have definitely hit my head against the wall on some of these stupid levels, and it really makes me mad. And then I start to not enjoy the game. So yeah, I definitely don't need every single game to kick my ass 24/7. I do like to enjoy a game here or there without super challenge. But I mean, the camera can get a little bit wonky, I guess, if I really want to nitpick when like you're going underground.
Yeah,
but
that's
so easy to get out of. Like, it's not really an issue. It's like a non-issue, really. I mean, I'm just trying to think of something that I can nitpick about the game. But other than that, man, like I really don't have much to complain about. What about you?
Not really. There can be like a slight bit of jank when you're climbing up something and breaking it at the same time, and you're like trying to climb it, but you're breaking it, and you're now walking on almost like a 2D plane beside it.
Yeah.
That's really the only gripe I have, and that's such a small nitpick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think this game is fantastic. Like it feels, it almost feels more fully realized than Odyssey did, because I mean, Odyssey was a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece, but it did have some like really, really short levels, like some really like almost felt like stopgap levels that didn't have.
There was like that dragon level that was like super short, but it was also like that was also like whoa, that kind of that was. I would have liked to have something more like that level to be longer, because it was such a unique level in that game.
Yeah, and like the cloud level, I think that one was pretty short. So, not saying that like Odyssey wasn't fully realized or that they didn't get to explore all the ideas that they wanted to, but in this one, it just felt like they threw the entire kitchen sink at it.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a bigger game than Odyssey was, even from a mainline perspective. If you're just mainlining the story, I still think it's longer than Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty lengthy game.
Odyssey's pretty short. Like you can really tear through that game in like under 5 hours. I mean, my son beat it like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, and he's loving Donkey Kong. And he's not, I mean, he mainly plays Fortnite here recently and Minecraft and stuff like that. And he's played most of the Mario games that are on the Switch, and he really likes Mario, like platforming and stuff. And yeah, as soon as he got his hands on this, I mean, he has just been loving the game. Like, I haven't been able to play it at all today because he loves it. He's been playing it. So, which is cool. I'm
awesome.
glad he really likes it. And we were joking about it. And he's even made the joke. It's like, anytime you mine in a game, like the kids, they're gonna yearn for it. So I mean,
it's an epidemic.
Yeah,
kids.
But yeah, he likes it a whole lot.
And that's awesome. I mean, that's kind of that Nintendo magic. It's like,
Yeah,
games like this, they kind of like transcend age.
yeah.
It's
It
fun for everybody.
really feel, and I know we're going to bring it up again, but it really feels like Mario Kart World was like the soft launch for the Switch 2, and this is the official launch.
This is what I wanted out of that launch a month ago, and I would have had a completely different opinion on the Switch 2's launch if Bonanza had launched with it. But we're here now. It doesn't matter anymore, right? Like we have both games to play, so I can't complain too much. It was only a month after launch, but still felt kind of weird, right? Like felt weird waiting for the true mainline launch title or launch window title. It's great, dude. I'm can't say enough good things about it. I think. Okay, let me ask you this: the last, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 platformer you've played is Astrobot. Someone say 10 out of 10. How do you think DK Bananza compares to that? Do you think it's a fair comparison to make?
I mean, they're so different because I mean,
like Astrobot is like a true.
That's more of like a true platformer. Like it's very, they're very linear. Well, not linear, but I mean, single levels, very kind of linear. There's not much branching going off. It's not an open world or even open zone or anything like that. It's just a straight level, which I really like. I mean, I guess there is like the God of War level and stuff like that. There's a bunch like some of those levels. They're more involved than others. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like,
it's a different feeling. I think
it's definitely a different feeling, and I really loved Astrobot. But what is Astrobot without all the other IPs in it? Is it as good if that stuff wasn't in there, or is it a worse game? And I don't think that's necessarily fair to say that about Astrobot, but that's something that you do have to think about because it is it's so heavily involved with all PlayStation's IPs and kind of a celebration in a way. I think they're just two different types of platformers, so I don't necessarily say it's fair to compare I would definitely say this was more in line with like Odyssey. But Astrobot was still like, I mean, gosh,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go through and play all the DLC levels.
Some of those levels are like pretty. I think I've gotten all but one that I've beaten or I need to beat. And they're pretty challenging.
Okay.
And it's like once you get hit, you gotta start the level over.
Yeah.
So it's pretty challenging.
Yeah, that's definitely different. I mean, that's more like in line with 3D World, like Mario 3D World, than it is with Odyssey or Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Sorry, my son. We've been frog hunting every single night.
Oh, nice.
So,
have you caught any good ones?
I think the other night we found 10 and we caught them all.
Damn.
They're all like little like brown tree frogs.
Mm-hmm.
So like you pick them up and they'll just like rest on your finger and you're just kind of like,
Look at my family.
Look at my family. So we've been doing that every single night. I think
that's awesome
because it's been raining so much. Like it rained twice here today. It's been crazy. It's like we live in Florida right now.
Just hot and rainy.
Yeah,
that's all we have right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. But sorry, I missed what you were saying. You walked in.
I was just saying that Astrobot's more comparable to something like Mario 3D Land or 3D World.
Yeah, for sure.
More so than Odyssey or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like I remember
even like a Galaxy, maybe like how confined those levels are. You can still move around, but yeah, definitely way more linear than Donkey Kong is and Odyssey is for sure. Just a different type of platformer.
Glad they both exist though. I'm glad that like there are platformers outside of Nintendo that are actually like really good. Yeah.
I mean, I'll Astrobot 2, whatever they call it. I'll be there day one for it. So
for sure.
Yeah, that game is amazing. But just excited to play more Donkey Kong, get deeper into the deeper into it, I guess is the right terminology to use.
Dig deeper.
Yeah, dig deeper. It is just a very fun game. It is an absolute, like, if you have a Switch 2, it's the killer app right now for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely. And
yeah.
The reviews are great. It's sitting at a 92 on OpenCritic and a 91 on Metacritic. So it's it's like been increasing over the past few days as more reviews trickle in. So
yeah,
it's killing it. I hope the sales reflect that.
I think it will. I think this is going to be easily the best selling DK game of all time.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, maybe even more. Because I bet right now, with how well Nintendo and all the retailers have restocked the Switch 2, like, I feel like every day, like, it comes available for a little bit,
especially
and
on
it stays available too.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's like at 7 million right now, the Switch 2 overall sales.
You think so?
I think so. Six or 7.
I would err on the side of 6.
Yeah.
What was their official update after a week? It was like 3.5 million.
3.5. Yeah. That was after a week.
It's been 6 weeks.
And I think Bonanza. I think a lot of people were also waiting for Bonanza to come out. And then also, I think even if people are maybe still on the fence about it, I think just with the tariffs, and we're just not sure that situation is going to end up. I think it's smart just to, if you're thinking about getting it, just go ahead and get one. Like, if you have the money,
if you
sitting around, even if, like, Mario Kart's not your thing, if DK is not your thing, like, I don't really know why you would. You're probably not a Nintendo fan. I mean, like,
well,
I mean, there's so,
to be honest, like, we're not the biggest Mario Kart fans or the biggest DK fans.
Well, not Mario Kart, but, like, Donkey Kong is so similar to me to, like, just like Odyssey and just direct comparison, that it's like, I don't see why someone that didn't like or likes Odyssey wouldn't like DK, unless you just hate, I don't know,
unless you just really like Mario.
Yeah. So,
and honestly, for the people who have never had a Switch 1, who are now getting a Switch 2, I'm jealous, because you have Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom to play at 60 frames per second. You have DK Bananza, Mario Kart World.
You're gonna be paying a lot of money, like 70, 80.
Yeah.
So it's a hefty investment if you haven't.
It's crazy.
Yeah. 70 for Breath of the Wild is insane.
Yeah. And then 80 for Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Mario Party Jamboree.
Yeah. At least Kirby,
that's like stupid.
Yeah. I'm excited for Kirby, though. Can't wait to get back to that.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That's next month?
Yeah, August 17th, maybe.
Okay. And then
August is going to be pretty crazy, because doesn't Gears come out next month? Or is that September?
Gears Collection, Helldivers 2 comes to Xbox.
Yeah. Same day.
It's trading off.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
DK is an incredible game. I think if you have a Switch 2, this is the game to get. If you don't have a Switch 2,
this is the game to get.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got in on Mario Kart, and probably a lot like you and I, where I think we got our fill of Mario Kart for a while until they, add some new tracks or add some sort of DLC. I'm really surprised we haven't got anything in Mario Kart, like an update for Donkey Kong. Maybe that'll come. Maybe they'll come out of Direct, like, hey, here's a Donkey Kong track available now, or like a new Donkey Kong skin, or
I think it'll be all the outfits, like a bunch of outfits, because DK only has 1 or 2 alts.
Yeah.
In World, which pales in comparison to the other, like, main Mario characters. So I think we'll get some outfits or something. I don't know if we'll get a new track or, like, get any, like, substantial content. I think it'll just be stuff for, maybe they'll add kid polling as well.
I think every new game release they add a free track to World. It's the perfect marketing. I mean, I think I talked about it before, but it's like, because this game is going to sell. It's going to be an evergreen title for Nintendo for the entire Switch 2 generation. It's going to sell like crazy. So yeah, this is the perfect game to just market all of your other games.
It's like their hub.
Yeah, it's like the hub for Switch 2 games. Like, it's perfect. So I think for them to not do anything like that is crazy. And if they're not even thinking about it, is also kind of crazy, because again, this is just a perfect, especially. I mean, I know they kind of got away from like all their other Nintendo IPs.
Yeah,
they don't have Link and the Splatoon people in there. But that doesn't mean they can't be added. I think it would be a missed opportunity if they don't do it. But
I think they do have I hate to say, like, they have like a 10-year. They probably have a 10-year plan with World.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
and you're right. They're likely going to align it with their flagship releases.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll break that barrier and bring in Link and Zelda. Like when Age of Imprisonment comes out, like, are they going to do any sort of like
Kirby
collaboration there?
The DLC coming out.
Yeah, Kirby. Like, I don't know if they'll do something with those, but definitely with their Mario games, I think they'll bring in some content.
I think they should. I think it'd be crazy if they didn't do that at all. And then I think my next update, or the first update I want them to do, is to just streamline the costumes. Just make it one character and just be able to switch like Smash. I don't know why that wasn't in there in the first place. Like,
whoever's in charge of their UI at Nintendo right now, between Echoes of Wisdom, Mario Kart World, I mean, even Tears of the Kingdom,
not great.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah,
I get it.
Like, super great.
Like, I get Tears because every single button on that controller is used, and combinations of buttons are used as well. But with Mario Kart, that is such an easy fix. Just like Smash. Just you click the character, and then you toggle the toggle.
It was in there since 64. Like, just like it's been that way since the very beginning of that franchise. Yeah. And the fact that Mario Kart is not that way is insane. But whatever. Nintendo does as well as Nintendo makes their games and how much fun they are. And I think that's what we always got to forget is video games are just supposed to be fun. Like,
yeah.
I always just people. I was in I'm tangenting a little bit here, but I was in GameStop the other day. Me and Kellen were sending a couple cards into Grade, and we were talking about, DK and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, the game is amazing. And he's like, yeah, I've seen a couple people like bitching online about the frame rate, and I was like, at this point, people just complain just to complain. Like, they have to be trolling, because I was like, yeah, I mean, it's like I've played the game for a while now, and it's like, yeah, there is like frame drops here and there, but it's not. I'm not like like,
that's
Leonardo
not having right there.
Yeah, the Leonardo DiCaprio, like, the whistle meme. It's like, why? Like, why do just enjoy the game, man? Like, it's so frustrating. Man. But also, it's like I don't chat with anybody on like Twitter anymore. Like, me a few years ago might have gone back and forth with somebody. Me now, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm gonna be having fun playing DK, watching you guys bitch at each other online over nothing.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's not worth engaging.
No,
it's.
That's why I'm still shocked. Well, I guess I'm not shocked with like OJ player essence. Like, it's like y'all's life would literally be so much better if y'all just didn't engage in any of this shit, because it is you're just punching against you're arguing against a wall. Like, they just don't care. They're literally just trolling. Like, there's no way they have this mentality.
Yeah, they're not gonna concede. Like, it's not like
it's so dumb. Anyways, DK's great.
It's fantastic.
I did end up picking up Shadow Labyrinth. This is the Metroidvania Pac-Man game. There isn't a lot of like I'm still, I think I played maybe 30 minutes. Like, I've got, so I guess the premise is I don't know, it's kind of strange. Like, you start out, like, you see like this kind of brief cutscene of this kid playing on his phone or some sort of tablet, and then like he vanishes. So I guess you would assume that he gets sucked into the game. Mm-hmm. And then it jumps to you playing as like some mech, and you're fighting this other mech, and then your mech gets destroyed, and then it cuts to you waking up as player number 8. I think that's how they phrase it. Mm-hmm. You wake up, and then Puck's there, and the game starts like immediately. Like, you get your sword. It does have like the dodge is like a phase dodge, so you kind of phase through like lasers and enemies' attacks. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So it's not necessarily you having to jump over and dodge. So far the controls seem like they're pretty tight. No complaints, but I'll know more once I get a little bit deeper. But yeah, it's pretty fun, or it's pretty good. It's cool.
Do enemies have hitboxes when you run into them? Like, do you take
that? I'm not sure. I think you do.
Okay.
Especially if you have that phase dodge.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I guess
I'll have to confirm that. But so yeah, I've done like the first like tutorial boss, and then a little bit after that, I did get the ability to where you actually like get onto the rails and you play as Pac-Man or Puck, and it does the waka waka waka, and you get all the little in Pac-Man, what are they called? The coins, whatever they are, not whatever you're collecting in those levels. I'm not sure, but those are your currency, and then you go to like a bonfire or whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Where you can unlock some abilities and stuff like that, and then between, I'm just going to use the term bonfire for now, but like or like the Waku tree from Prince of Persia, you have that. And then there's also checkpoints throughout the map as well, where you can't upgrade, but you can teleport. So you can teleport back to the whack tree, whatever bonfire you want to call it. I can't remember the name of it, but so yeah, it's pretty. The aesthetic's really cool. Digging it so far.
And you're playing on Switch too? Switch 2,
yep.
Is it $30?
$30, yeah.
And there's a Switch 2 version, right?
Yeah, I think both the Switch 1 and Switch 2. I guess you're buying the Switch 1 version and then you're getting the free upgrade for Switch 2.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the reviews.
I think the reviews was in like the 70s.
74, 75.
I've definitely seen some mixed reviews, but yeah, so far, like I mean, again, I'm only maybe 30 minutes, so I'm not deep at all, but seems like hopefully it turns out to be a good Metroidvania.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a couple of reviews and a couple of gameplay videos, and it looks fun. Like it looks like the combat's pretty tight. So I mean, I really don't know what the big detractor is.
So if you want to wait, I'll after I get a few more hours in, I'll let you know if you should pick it up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I can also like can I game share it to you like once we come in person, like I can send it to you.
I think you can.
Or do you have to be on the same plan?
You might have to be on the same plan.
Okay.
Someone correct us if we're wrong.
I'm still confused about that stuff.
Yeah.
Looking forward to playing more of that.
Have you finished Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4?
I fell off. I just kind of got bored of doing the same thing kind of over and over again. I will go back to it and kind of finish up 4. I don't
finished 3, right?
I finished 3. Yep. Okay. I did all the regular challenges within each level. So I'll definitely go back and finish up 4. But yeah, it's very repetitive to me.
I mean, yeah, playing both of those games back to back.
Yeah.
Like, I went through and I did all the challenges, did the pro challenges, and then I started to go through with other characters and realized that the challenges didn't really change.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically playing the same game again.
Yeah, playing the same game again. It's like I love Tony Hawk, but I don't know if I want to, just, you're right, like repetitively play through with different characters just to unlock, their special boards or whatever.
Yeah. So, I played through 3 as the Doom guy, and then 4 I started with Bam.
Oh, nice. I did my own character for 3 and 4, and then went back to, I think I played with Bam and Doom guy.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I put like 20 hours into it.
Yeah. I think if I would have picked it up on the Switch 2, I probably would have played it more because it seems like a pretty fun like Switch 2 game.
Yeah, I think it's a better handheld game, like better pick up and play game than it is on console.
Yeah. And going back to DK, like DK is also one of those perfect like kind of pick up and play for if you've got 15 minutes to play, like you can knock out like a few bananas.
Yeah.
And also like every time you get the banana is like such a good sound. Banana. Like, so good, man. Like, it is so satisfying every single time.
And just the sound effects.
Yeah.
Like the sound of you crunching through materials as you're
The
punching
music through. when you're in the transformations is so good. Like every time, like Pauline, every time you sing to unlock, a stage or something like that, it's all so satisfying. It just feels good all the time.
Did you see the comments on? I posted a video showing like a cutscene with Pauline.
Yeah,
I was like, man, this is like a really good choice to add Pauline to this game, like Kid Pauline.
Is that the one they were like talking about her feet and stuff, like being fucking weirdos?
Yeah, and like, it was just gross, dude. Just
that is like an odd choice for them to do that because they should know that people are weirdos online.
Yeah,
but
people are just unabashedly weird, like with no shame. And she's 13. Yeah. And I don't care. I don't care if it's a game. I don't care if it's not real.
Yeah.
I got to the same thing with some like weeboo like these like anime Fire Emblem fans a couple of years ago.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were talking about there's like some censorship with an underage character who you could like engage with or whatever. In Japan, you couldn't do it in the US version because she was 16. Like, what is the censorship? And I was like, dude, she's 16. Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you even want to do that in the first place? And then so many anime profile pictures started quote tweeting my tweet and calling me delusional and crazy. And I was like, man, I feel like this is a pretty normal take to have, but
it is what it is. Not to get off topic, but it is very scary out there how many people share that mentality and are just very, very weird about that stuff.
Very open about it too. Like
very open. Their
profiles, like
aggressively open about it to where it's like anytime, like especially with like Dr. Disrespect, like when all that stuff was going on.
Oh yeah,
like so many people were like defending. Oh, she wasn't. She was 17.
She was 17.
Like, it's like
right.
oh my
that's
god.
Legal and so many states.
It's like I get that, but like for damn sure that if the age of consent was lowered to like 16, 15, 14, people would be on top of that shit. And that's it scares me the most about these fucking weirdos online. It's like, they would. It's not necessarily the only reason why they say the number is because that's the legal age, right, limit. But if they made it lower, they would be all over it. It's scary.
These people need to be locked up and stop. Don't draw. You can't make a drawing of someone that looks like a kid and just say that they're 20 years old. Oh, they're 18. When like it is very clearly a child that you're drawing in like in a lewd way. Yeah. It's like, bro, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. People are weird, man.
Sorry for going off topic. Sorry for taking us on this tangent, but
no, it's
don't be weird. Don't be weird, man. Just I feel like some people shouldn't have internet access, to be honest.
Well, and it's like you want to just say, well, just keep that shit to yourself. But it's also like, don't keep it to yourself because you shouldn't even be thinking about that or doing any. Yeah.
If you are thinking that, you should get help.
Yeah,
like, seriously,
sure.
You should get help.
Yeah, it's definitely a disgusting world out there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's no good segue from that, but we're gonna dive into the topic of the week, which is the Pokemon Presents. We have that tomorrow. Is it 9 a.m. Eastern time?
Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Okay. Cool. So is it just ZA stuff, or is it just kind of
a little bit of everything? It's a full
presentation. Okay.
It's like their longest one in a long time. It was like 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so 24 minutes of mobile updates. Here we go.
So I'm probably the most excited for this one in a long time, just because I've gotten so much back into Pokemon, not necessarily the games, but like the cards and stuff. With my son. So pretty exciting stuff. And I think the last Pokemon Presents, they announced like the new Mega Evolution set coming here in a few months. So yeah, let's dive into some of our predictions for this. So we're gonna see mobile updates. We're gonna get like
the
a
gambit of
sizzle reel
updates.
of that. Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Sleep, probably some Pokemon Go stuff.
What was the Pokemon not champions?
Champions, yeah. Pokemon. That's the one with like all the. Yeah, I think you play as the. Or you fight against all the trainers and stuff. Pokemon. I think it's Champions.
Wait, which one is the new game that's coming to mobile and Switch? That's Champions, right?
That's Champions. That's like the stadium like alternative, I think.
I bet we'll see that.
What's the other one where you?
Is it X something?
Not sure.
Masters,
yeah. We'll probably get an update for Masters. Maybe Pokemon Cafe and whatever else they have. Hopefully that we don't get I don't really need a new Pokemon mobile announcement. I think they've got enough.
We'll get like TCG Pocket.
Which that just got an expansion, so I don't know what else they would do with that. It's too much to keep.
Too many expansions.
It's insane. And I definitely fell off that game, but my son he does like the daily challenges or whatever it is.
Loves ripping.
Loves ripping. So, but yeah. So I mean, see a ton of that mobile stuff. Obviously, we're going to see a bit of ZA. We already have a release date for that game, so we're good there. Do you think we get like a remaster or remake of Gold and Silver, or Black and White?
I mean, I think we would see Black and White, right? Would we see X and Y? No, Black and White's before that.
So what's the game that's ZA is based off of? What is it? Unova region?
Yeah,
that was
X and Y.
That was X and Y, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll, but I don't know if they would do a X and Y remake.
No, I think they would do a Black and White remake.
Black and White
prior to that.
Well, because Black and White just had a set release in Pokemon. The card game that's the last Scarlet and Violet set to be released. So they just had that came out last Friday. So yeah, so maybe I would love to see that, and I really hope they keep it 2D, do like a 2D HD or something like that. Okay, I don't want to be a chibi like how Pearl and Diamond were. Yeah.
Let's be realistic for a second, because I feel like we're already talking ourselves up. I think
I don't have high expectations for this, by the way.
Yeah, but we will by the end of it.
Yeah,
we'll see ZA. I think we'll get another trailer for that. I think we will either get a tease of Gen 10,
okay,
or we get Black and White remake. And then on the NSO side, probably Coliseum would get announced or like shadow dropped, and then we will not see Red, Blue, or Yellow, or Gold and Silver, or Ruby and Emerald. We'll not see those coming to NSO.
Yeah, nothing.
But maybe.
So annoying. But maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if those are ever going to come. Those games.
Do you think we get a Switch 2 version for Arceus? Or like a...
That would be cool. That would be pretty huge. Yeah. I could definitely see them doing that. I really think they're going to do a lot of these Switch 2 like versions of a lot of these older games.
Yeah, I think more than they've announced.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know if it would make me go back. I mean, I never like caught every Pokemon in that game, so I don't know if it would make. I mean, I probably dabble in it just to see how it runs compared to the original, because it was pretty rough.
I don't think I have my save on Switch 2, because for some reason Arceus doesn't support cloud saves.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
I think it's.
So maybe they would have to enable that.
Yeah, I don't know how else I would get it to the Switch 2 aside from having to like reformat my SD card.
Yeah, that's too much for just.
I'm not going to do
one
all that.
save. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that'd be cool, and put it in the cloud, and then have a Switch 2 addition or have some sort of like patch so it runs better. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see Gen 10 tomorrow. I don't think they'll tease it. I think they'll do a full reveal in February next year, and it'll come out that year. I think we'll get a Black and White 2 or a Black and White remake or remaster.
But I guess the question is, why did they announce this so early in advance?
What do you, oh, like
they announced it a month and a half ago, and
I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Never done that before with Pokemon Presents.
Yeah, it's kind of weird they did it that way. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I feel like they have something big to show off. That's not like more footage of ZA, whether that be like actual gameplay for Pokemon Champions, or if it's like a Black and White remake or Gen 10. I don't know, but I think there is going to be something bigger in this one compared to other ones. And there has to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to ZA.
Yeah. It looks good. I mean, I want to see more of it on the Switch too. I want to see just how well it runs. Yeah, because
it didn't look great visually in the first kind of initial trailers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we just get some cool like little surprises, even if it's not anything like super crazy. Just a couple of cool things to see. Our RCS upgrade would be cool to see. I would love to see Black and White. That'd be cool. And I think Black and White is the first time Mega Evolutions were involved in Pokemon, and they're having the Pokemon Mega Evolution set coming out here soon. So like, I feel like that kind of lines up with what they're going with the card game right now. So yeah, I think I'm convincing myself that Black and White's going to be there tomorrow.
If they announced it, though, it wouldn't come out this year, right?
Probably not. It would probably come out in like January or February, maybe. Kind of be like that one year with Arceus came out, and then Scarlet and Violet came out that following November.
Oh yeah, and it was preceded by
Pearl and Diamond before that. So that was a lot of Pokemon that year.
Too much.
I don't. Yeah, hopefully it's just something neat, something cool, something more than just a ZA.
I just don't know what else aside from the things we talked about, unless it's more like mobile stuff, like more mobile games. I don't know how many different ways they can involve Pikachu in your daily habits, but yeah. They have Pikachu teeth brushing. They have Pikachu sleep. They have Pokemon sleep. I mean, what else? What else could they possibly offer for your everyday
Pokemon
life?
Eat? You can track your calories.
Eat with Snorlax. Yeah. Track your calories.
They got your teeth brushing. They got your sleep schedule.
Now they Pokemon Go. You have your walking. Yeah, they have your sleep schedule with Pokemon Sleep.
Get your eat schedule. They can just learn everything about you. Not expecting too much out of this, but hopefully we come out of it with a couple of good surprises.
Yeah,
basically where I'm at with that. All right, well let's dive over into the news. Kind of a big one this week for just kind of randomly dropped, but we got the reveal of Link and Zelda from the Zelda movie coming out in 2027, right?
Yeah, so May 2027.
So a ways away. How do you feel about the casting? Obviously, they're I think they've both been in a couple of different roles, but nothing. This really is probably going to be their breakout role if they don't have anything lined up, next year.
Yeah. Do you have their names off the top of your head?
I think it's Bo something as the female lead, and
Benjamin Ainsworth and Bo Bragison.
Yeah.
And Benjamin he's 16 years old, and Bo I think is 23 or 21 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is good because
ideal. Because I mean, we assume that this movie is probably going to be like a trilogy or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not announced, but that's just kind of speculation. So they're going to be kind of grow up into their role. So yeah, I think casting a young actor, especially for Link, is very important.
Yeah. and unknown actors versus casting Tom Holland as Link. And
I wouldn't like that at all. I mean, he's almost he's 30, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely not old or anything, but I mean, Link is always presumably a teenager in those games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think he's 16 in Breath of the Wild, 16 or 18, like pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's what, 11 in like Ocarina of Time, and then he's 18 when he's an adult Link. So because there's a 7-year gap. So yeah, he's always been super young. So yeah, glad they went that route. I think that's what I think most people assumed they were going to go. With a kind of a no-name actor, but
that's what people hoped.
Yeah,
at least. Yeah, I think this is a good decision, and like it's definitely different from the Mario movie. Like that one's an animated film. You can kind of bring people in with a star-studded cast. Like bring the Chris Pratts in, and the Jack Blacks, and like bring people to the theater. This one's a little bit different. This one's kind of like an epic, like adventure. Like it's live action. It's different. Yeah. It wouldn't necessarily work just to get the big name actors to come do these roles.
So now that we know Link and Zelda, is there any like serious actors that you would want to, cast some other characters? Jokes aside of The Rock and Jack Black. And
yeah, I was about to say The Rock is Ganondorf. I don't know. I don't know who I would want Ganondorf to be. That I feel like that's going to be a really hard character to.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like Idris Elba or something as Ganondorf. He's got like that deep voice, so he could like be like a menacing presence. Mm-hmm. That could be really cool. I was trying to think of some other people specifically for Ganondorf, but
I don't know, man. The costume department,
that one's gonna be tough.
The costume department and the makeup department, they're gonna have their work cut out for them to create Ganondorf.
Yeah, that and like if we're gonna assume they're gonna have Zoras and Gorons. Like we assume that's probably gonna be CGI. Hopefully it's good CGI. Like
it looks terrible in my head.
Yeah,
like seeing like these uncanny Gorons and Zora.
What I mean, we're just talking about Avatar, like how good that looks, and they're, they could definitely do something like that and create something that looks, realistic.
Right.
I don't know if they're going to go that route, but we'll see. Hopefully they nail it. Hopefully they nail the looks of those, assuming they're going to be in there. I mean, it's definitely part of that world. So.
I don't know. It could be like a relatively solo adventure. You know what I mean? Like not show much of the Zora, the Goron, like not traversing to the different regions of Hyrule, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a different kind of story where he's like stranded somewhere and it's more of an isolated story, but that's also not very Zelda. Zelda's made up by the characters.
Here's my theory of the Zelda movie, and I do think it's gonna be a trilogy. I think it's gonna start out with Link pursuing the Triforce of Courage, and he's gonna get it, and then he's gonna defeat whatever major Ganondorf, whatever major like enemy Ganondorf has in line for him. And then the second one, if we're following kind of like the original Star Wars trilogy, the second one is going to be the Empire Strikes Back. Ganon gets the Triforce of Power, and then something devastating happens to the land, and then it ends on like a very somber note. And then the third one is getting the Triforce of Wisdom, and then ultimately winning the day.
That's pretty good.
That's kind of my theory on how they could potentially do it if they're gonna. I don't see Link. We're not gonna have a montage of Link going through like all 7 dungeons and getting all the whatever the items are. I don't see them doing something like that. Maybe he'll run into some of like the kind of the bigger bosses that are known in Zelda potentially, but yeah, they've got the work cut out for them.
Are we gonna show him like doing puzzles and like wandering around trying to figure out the solution and getting the boomerang and the hook shot and the feather? Hook shot would be cool.
It's gonna be tough.
Oh god,
it's tough.
It looks so bad in my head.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's gonna translate. Do you think we see a trailer next year?
Late next year, I think.
Late next year, you think? Yeah. Maybe Game Awards time frame?
Yes. Yeah, Game Awards is probably the perfect place for it. We've gotten like movie trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Game Awards. I mean, if they can get like because it's being filmed in New Zealand, so
yeah,
they can get like that Lord of the Rings look, and then just make sure the CGI is good. Like they might have something.
Make sure there's not a Sonic situation, or at least first iteration of Sonic in live action.
Yeah, they've definitely got their work cut out for them. I am not envious of of the director and even the actors. I mean, I know they were getting some hate on the internet, but that's just kind of the way of video games and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Who's the director? Okay, it's Wes Ball.
Which he doesn't have a great track record.
Well, he did the Maze Runner trilogy, and he did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. Isn't there another one that he recently did that was like not very good?
Let's see. Let's just take a gander at his wiki and see what he's done. Wait, not this guy. O.S. Bill.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, I don't have the highest of expectations for this movie, just because we've been burned so many times in the past with video game movies, and especially I think the big one for me growing up was Aragon, and that movie was not great, and it never got a sequel. So that was a huge bummer.
Yeah. Okay, he actually has a good track record.
Okay,
he's only done the Maze Runner trilogy, and then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
I thought there was someone else from Sony attached to this that did that did Morbius. Maybe I'm wrong.
maybe a writer, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Or producer or something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But I can't wait. I can't wait to see what this thing looks like. I'll be there day one, regardless. It's gonna be as long. I mean, if they nail nothing, at least nail the music.
Yeah,
hearing Ocarina of Time for the first time. That would be. Yeah, that'll definitely give me chills. So I'm excited, but I don't have the much expectations for this thing.
Yeah,
gotta keep the hype level in check. And then, Nick, you want to read the last news story we got here?
Yeah, it's a pretty small news story, but Bonanza has had its first weekend sales numbers in the UK, and it's launch weekend sales were 4 times higher than Tropical Freeze, and half as much as Mario Odyssey. But that's not really an apt comparison because when Odyssey came out, the Switch 1 had been on the market for 8 months at that point. So I think they were in the market of 15 million Switches out there. So it's not really
hard to compare.
Yeah. I'm more interested in the Japan sales numbers that will come out later this week, and just to see how it did there, whether it's pushing 500K units. I think that would be really good. I think Mario Kart World did 980K in its first week. So if it can get in that range, I think that'd be a good success for Bonanza. But
I think this game is going to be an evergreen title for Nintendo for Switch 2. Obviously, the reviews are outstanding. Like you said, I think it's a 92 right now on Metacritic or OpenCritic. I think 91 maybe on Metacritic. I mean, just looking at the Nintendo eShop chart, it was number 1 3 weeks ago before the game even launched, and it stayed there the entire time. So it's I mean, and to be fair, there's not a lot to play on the Switch 2 currently, so maybe people were just getting that pre-order in, just to have it ready to go.
Right.
And that's why it sold so well up front. But
still, that's still really good.
Yeah, still really good. I mean, so yeah, I think it's going to sell. I think potentially, I don't know if it's going to reach Odyssey numbers at the end of the day, but like I think 15, 20 potentially in its lifetime.
Yeah.
And unless this game just has like an Animal Crossing moment, where it sells like 40 million copies, I don't see that happening, especially with it being, a $70 game. I don't necessarily see that happening, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, we didn't expect Luigi's Mansion 3 to sell as much as it did. Animal Crossing, Breath of the Wild sold an insane amount of copies. I mean, yeah, the game just sold on the Switch. So we'll see if that trend continues with Switch 2.
Yeah. Mario Odyssey sold like 30 million.
I think it's like 30, yeah.
Same for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild was 30.
Tears was 21.
Tears was like 21, something like that. Probably a little bit more now. Kirby sold like 10 million plus, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Right? Maybe not that much. So I mean I could see it. I could see it happening. 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm. It sold 7.5 as of
7.5. Okay.
March 2024.
Okay, so it'll probably get maybe a boost with the Switch 2 upcoming version. So we'll see.
I'm excited to jump back into that game.
Yeah, that game is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this definitely feels like, I mean, Kirby I never really touched until Forgotten Land, and that game was incredible. Donkey Kong never really touched until this one. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, franchises that I just haven't had much experience with, we're getting the best versions of those games on the Switch and Switch 2. So that's awesome.
Do you think this is going to make you want to go back and play like Tropical Freeze, Donkey Kong Country Returns?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just because I mean, I've always kind of wanted to play Tropical Freeze because that was Retro, right? That did that one.
Yeah.
I think that was their last game, wasn't it? When that came out,
2014.
So I've thought about trying to pick that up, and I know it was recently on sale, but I didn't pick it up. So maybe one day, but I don't have like an itch right now to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Kirby. Like I never really cared for the franchise. I think Yoshi's next. Like they had what Woolly World was like the last one, or what was the one? It was like the Yarn
Crafted World.
Crafted World. That game is so painfully slow.
I just hate the way he flies, man. I hate his little, just like the little down, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yoshi's next. Yoshi needs like the big like.
Do you think Yoshi needs a 3D platformer? What would even be the gimmick? Because he has his big long tongue that can swallow up enemies.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I mean, like I would say maybe have transformations, but like that's kind of been the shtick for Nintendo games for. Like every game now has transformations between Mario, Kirby, Donkey Kong now. Like everyone's kind of got their own version of a transformation. So maybe not that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure they could figure out something like something cool to do with Yoshi. Because other than that, I mean, what other? I mean, Peach kind of. I mean, she got her game, but that game was not super great. I mean, what other
Wario? Waluigi needs a game. Yeah. Waluigi's dating simulator.
Oh my god! And there a game out there that just released called like Date Everything or something.
Yeah.
I feel like Waluigi would be a creep though. Like he'd definitely be one of those people that we were talking about earlier with the waifu stuff.
Sure.
Wow, that's Mario. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Waluigi shouldn't have a game. There's a reason why he's not in Smash Brothers.
Is he not in Smash?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I guess there are some like kid characters in Smash. Probably don't want him around those.
Yeah, he's the weirdo uncle that you don't want around.
Yeah, just leave him leave him at Mario Kart World or Mario Kart Land where
or
there's
Mario
a car
Tennis
between.
or something. Just leave him in the sports games.
Yeah, that's where he prospers.
All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap up the show. We appreciate everyone listening and watching. If you can review us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice, that would be greatly appreciated. We are listed, I think, on every single major podcasting outlet out there. So
I think
whatever
so.
your favorite one, please give us a review. It greatly helps us. And then if you ever want to catch us live and chat with us, we're here every Monday at 8:45 ish. Talking games. So we'll be back next week. We'll definitely talk about more Donkey Kong, more Shadow Labyrinth. Isn't there something else coming out this week?
Jamboree.
The Jamboree, that's right. Okay. Gonna pass on that one, but
yeah.
You
I didn't
have
play
Jamboree,
enough of Jamboree by itself to justify getting an expansion for it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back next week. Hopefully everyone has a safe week and enjoy that Donkey Kong, man. It's
that
real
Kong,
good,
bro.
Game of the year contender, Donkey Kong. Put
Absolutely.
some respect on the name.
Yeah. GOTY, baby.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.